Now let's talk about string data type in Python. A string is an immutable sequence of Unicode characters enclosed within double quotes. So a string is an immutable sequence of characters. What do we mean by immutable over here is contents within the string cannot be changed manually. Let's understand this. If I have declared a variable x and have assigned it a specific string, the contents within these strings cannot be changed manually. By contents, I simply mean the individual elements within these strings cannot be replaced or changed. However, there are specific inbuilt functions and methods that we could be performing on string which might help change or alter the string with a little bit of variation. We can simply increase the length of this string by assigning it a different value, by concatenating the string with another string, or we can simply use the multiplication method, which is also known as string replication operator, which might give me the same string again and again depending on which number do I assign over here. If I write here 3, then we might get this string 3 times because I have used the replication operator 3 times. Simply if I use here another variable, let's say y, and assigned it another string which is world. Now if I wanna build this string again and mix both of these strings, this command will simply yield to hello world. So these were the minor changes that we could do to a string, but a string is an immutable sequence of characters, which means the individual characters within these strings cannot be assigned on an index level. We know every string has an index starting from 0, just like we were having an array in C programming whose index would have always been starting from the number 0. So by now we have understood that why string is an immutable sequence of characters. It is the sequence of Unicode characters. Now what do we mean by Unicode? Let's go back to our previous examples. Here I have taken a variable x and assigned it a string value hello. This string value is nothing but a sequence of Unicode characters. Now you all might have a question. If this is a sequence of Unicode characters, then why haven't I called this a sequence of ASCII characters? Of course, these are a sequence of ASCII characters as well, but these also form a sequence of Unicode characters. Earlier in Python, when there was no invention of Unicode, only the concept of ASCII was introduced. ASCII stands for American Scientific Code for Information Interchange. The limitation over the ASCII was it consisted of only standard English capital letter values, standard English small letter values, as well as the values for numeric digits, which are 0 to 9. The ASCII value didn't support various other elements and letters from different other languages. There are so many languages spoken around the world, not just English, but if you even see the full list of mostly spoken languages all over the world, there are so many: Spanish, German, Arabic, and whatnot. ASCII didn't provide any support to these kind of languages, hence Unicode came into the picture. And Unicode supported almost more than 140,000 such elements. Hence now we can say that the concept of Unicode is just a significant enhancement for the ASCII concept, where different elements from different languages, letters, numbers, digits, emojis, and even special symbols are getting their full support, which they didn't got earlier in Python. So if we try to print some of the values related to other languages, let's say, so here I have provided a string value to x variable with some of the Spanish letters. Of course, this is a vowel series from standard English alphabet letters, but the letters over here are Spanish. So if we try to print this in earlier version of Python, before the concept of Unicode came into the picture, this might have not supported by Python, basically. Hence, in the definition of string, we call it as an immutable sequence of Unicode characters enclosed within double quotes. However, we can use single quote as well for declaration of strings. If we talk about the internal representation of string, each and every element in the string has been given a specific kind of storage format by Python. Each and every element is stored byte by byte in the memory representation. Python simply follows bytes per character structure. So we can simply call a string also an array-like representation for every characters in the Unicode concept. One more important question, exam point of view, is how we can actually access those Unicode values because each and every character in Python is having a special Unicode character as well as ASCII character. Those characters which were having ASCII values previously, like in English alphabet series and in number system, apart from that, they don't have any separate Unicode IDs. Those ASCII values are preserved till today and they are only being used as the Unicode values for them individually. So for accessing all of these values, we simply have an order function which actually represents the individual Unicode and ASCII values for each and every characters, from emojis to special characters in Python. There is one more interesting factor of string data type, which is string interning, the idea in which the string assigns same memory location for two strings which are exactly the same. Here I have declared two strings with the same string value. So what Python will do over here is it's going to assign the same memory location to both of these strings because absolutely both of these strings have exactly the same values. So there is no point of sharing different memory location. Python here acts very smartly using the string interning process. This saves a lot of memory within the system and makes programming much more efficient. If we talk about various accessing methods for string specifically, we are having various methods. Like we can slice the string or we can even access separate individual characters via indexing. So there are multiple ways to access string. We'll study about it in more detail when we'll dive deeper into the string concept. Apart from this, string also have the option of formatting. Strings can be formatted on various method basis. Like we have the %formatting, fstrings method, as well as the most important method from your exam point of view is the .format method. All of these three formatting methods are very important exam point of view, which we'll be discussing further in our upcoming videos. For now, we just need to keep in mind the definition of string, which is an immutable sequence of Unicode characters enclosed within double quotes. What are Unicode characters? The difference between Unicode and ASCII values, as well as the storage format of strings, which is bytes per character. Along with that, various operations and methods and how do we actually access strings, various kinds of string accessing methods. So here we have known the basics of the data type string in Python. Next, we'll be learning about the next data type, which is list. I'll see you in the next one. If you really liked it and find it helpful, subscribe for more.